Hello, this is Kingsland. That's a photo I took off of Lookout Mountain as you enter Kingsland. It's where two rivers meet, and it's been a secret destination for anyone who loves to hunt in the fall and the winter, and anyone who loves to play in the water all summer long. Kingsland, Texas has been a place where two rivers meet and has been a site of the good life, and it has been a way of life here for hundreds of years, even before we discovered it. It was inhabited by the Indians before us, and they lived here well and fought and lost the last famous Indian battle here at Pack Saddle Mountain. Mr. King, who discovered the two rivers that met, decided to make his home here after his return from the Civil War. Dying before he saw the town settled, his wife carried on with his dream. She brought in influential people like the railroad company to Kingsland, and soon the town was booming with a new hotel by the newly constructed railroad tracks and the waves of people flocking to the wild place of plenty. The hotel is still owned and operated today. It's well cared for, and it's in its original version. I would like to show you a photo, actually a couple of them. I'm actually here on the grounds of the Antlers Inn and Hotel. It's 6 acres. Here's the front, right there. Like I said, it's in its original condition. Here's the back. It has 6 original rooms. I know that's not much, but there was a campsite here in the back part near the river, and it was called Camp Pajama, and that's where all of the other people would stay if they weren't incredibly rich to stay in the hotel, so they could stay in a tent and go fishing. And that is actually where I am right now. We're actually at the Hoover cabin. It was the first cabin here settled in Kingsland, and this was the first family. Hoover Valley is just right down the road, and this is the cabin for the first family that settled here back in 1850. So very interesting place to look into. After, however, the invention of the car, the railroad was being used less and less every year until the town was nearly forgotten. Which brings us to our next local famous spot here in Kingsland. The Slab, and yes, I do have my own picture of it. Right there. It's basically just a road with a river, the Llano River, flowing under it. It's very shallow, but still it's a very popular place for anyone to gather and go swimming when it gets super hot here in Texas, and it does. The slab was poured in 1933 when it was apparent that it was no easy way in or out of Kingsland besides the railroad tracks. And the slab connected Kingsland with its county seat, Llano, making it easier to commute to town. And I actually use that road a lot to go and pay my taxes or what have you. Our last stop here in Kingsland brings us to the Longhorn Caverns. Used for many years before us as lodgings, root cellars, it was a good way to keep anything cool during the summer, and many other things appealing to Indians. We like to have concerts in the caverns every now and then, and here's a nice photo of some concert in the caverns here lately. There's plenty of good fun to be had down there. There's many other things, and historical landmarks as well above the caverns. There are now tours of the caverns and concerts within it as well. There have been concerts held in the caverns as entertainment as long as our settlement here. It is a good way to escape the heat of Texas and simply enjoy the quality acoustics of the cave walls. We can easily reach 105 degrees each summer, but we have the rivers and caves to divert us. With so much to do in this wild outdoor place, it is easy to see why I live here and enjoy soaking up the good life. I would like to invite anyone to visit and see for themselves that you really can slow down and smell the wildflowers. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it draws you towards this wonderful place, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.